Welcome to the Onebar and Lupagus Show, your daily source for everything Minnesota Vikings.
All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. This episode, we're talking about 5 Vikings whose spot could be in jeopardy come final roster moves. But first off, let's talk about today's sponsor, Kalshi. And honestly, if you were an NFL fan who has strong takes for the Minnesota Vikings, this is going to be right up your alley. Kalshi, the largest legal prediction market in the U.S. with over 1 million users. 1 million! And it's available in all 50 states. What makes it beautiful is that it lets you trade on real-world outcomes, including sports markets, in a fully regulated legal marketplace. And here's what I like about it. It works like the stock market. You're trading against other users. Prices move up based off what people think is going to happen. New info drops. Those things are changing. And there's no limiting your trades just because you're winning. Let's talk about something we're all going to be obsessing over, the Vikings record for 2026.
Yeah, and right now the Kalshi market for the Vikings is pretty interesting. Vikings are sitting at about a 58% chance to get 9+ wins. And to us, it really comes down to quarterback play. If you think Kyler Murray is the man and can take the Vikings to the next level, you can trade on that. If you think it could be a dud, trade on that too. Hell, maybe you think J.J. McCarthy will get the Vikings 9+ wins. You can trade on that. There's so many options, but this is what you got to do. Use the Kalshi link here. Use promo code Onebar and Lupagus, and when you trade $20, you receive $20. Again, use the Kalshi link here and the promo code Onebar and Lupagus. If you're debating the wins and losses for 2026 in the comments, you might as well back your take and do it now.
Yeah, we got some very strong opinions out there. So I feel like everybody should definitely do this. Also, QR code right there, link in the description. But let's talk about some guys that maybe will have something to do with that record being fantastic or horrible. Who do we got?
Well, and this is like Jeopardy. You know, maybe they're losing their spot on the roster. Maybe they're losing the spot on the team. It could vary depending who we talk about. Let's start with Xavier Scott, running back 3, a guy who kind of got more play last year than we were expecting. He actually looked pretty good as a receiver, has some nice catches, and he runs hard. But Damon Claiborne, our 6th-round explosive. The next Jahmyr Gibbs is on the squad right now.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this would have to be a miracle for Xavier Scott to make the 53. Doesn't mean he's not going to make the practice squad, but very good receiver. He's definitely a very nice little third tight end, but Claiborne should come in and just grab that and just take it away and not look. But again, Claiborne's 6th-round pick. He was a 6th-round pick, so it's not like he just handed this thing.
He's no lock to make the roster. Well, you know, there's always that guy who thinks, oh, he's a given. And every year we're shocked. We're blindsided in August when he gets cut or released. And we're like, what are they doing? And you know what? Most times they're 100% correct.
They are. We're wrong a lot.
Let's go next one. Michael Jurgens, our backup center right now. But we drafted a guy named Gavin Gerhardt in the 7th round. And I don't know, Jurgens didn't really show a whole heck of a lot when he had his chances.
I think he showed that he wasn't very good. Not to be rude, but I mean,
it was rude.
They drafted Gerhardt, and what I love about it is he played a ton in college. Like, do we think he's going to be the next Matt Burke or John Sullivan? Probably not, but like he has a ton of snaps under his belt at center, and I could use some fresh meat at backup center.
Well, and then he was beat up by a guy who's played every position on the O-line. I mean, Blake Brando played better at center, and he's played tackle. He's played guard. He's played whatever. Jurgens, you know, can't even play his own position to high enough level to get that job. Had a chance, and I mean, Gerhardt, again, we just said about Claiborne. We can't just say, you know, 7th-round pick's a safe guy, safe lock to make this team. He's not. He could definitely be gone too, but I think Jurgens' spot is definitely in jeopardy.
Maybe this is the inspiration and motivation he needed. This is going to light. I mean, they drafted a center. They've made Blake Brandel their starting center. Maybe this will light a fire up his butt. And pretty much all these guys we're talking about, and really all the guys on the roster, none of these are Nolan Teasley's guys.
No,
anything's fair game.
Yeah, we don't know what Teasley's going to do with these guys. One guy I doubt he likes very much is Ty Felton, 3rd-round receiver last year. But now you got Juwan Jennings here. You got this Dylan Bell, undrafted guy who's turning heads at OTAs and minicamp. Felton, he was default in wide receiver 4 last year. He's a 3rd-round pick. Again, not Teasley's guy. He may not even make this team.
I think we'd both be surprised if he didn't make the team. If we saw him on Final Cuts, we'd probably be like, all right, wow. But we wouldn't be like, oh, my gosh. Like, yeah, Ty Felton, who knows where Nolan Teasley had him ranked. Maybe he had him ranked 700th. Maybe he had him ranked 90th. We don't know. Like Ty Felton did have a good camp. I'm pulling for Ty Felton. I would love him to just solidify himself as wide receiver 4 at least this year. But Dylan Bell, ton of undrafted free agents. Miles Price potentially taking away some snaps. So Ty, come on, baby. Everybody's rooting for him.
Everybody is rooting for him. Let's go to another guy a lot of people are rooting for last year. Everybody but maybe you. Levi Drake Rodriguez, LDR, defensive tackle, a guy late round picked up years ago, played a lot last year, and actually the stats are pretty damn good. But he's got a lot more competition this year, especially in the form of some high draft picks.
Yeah, and here's my only thing. Like Levi Drake Rodriguez would be very good depth. Like as soon as we drafted those 2 big guys, he instantly was removed as a starter from the depth chart. The other side of that is, or not the other side, the same side of that is they really went balls to the wall on guys they brought in. Like they brought in an Eric Johnson. They brought in an Isaiah Loudermilk. Like they really brought in a ton of bodies to take a look at some made the best man win. I think that's not great news for Levi, but I'd be surprised if he didn't make it.
I would be shocked. I like his progression. I like what he's done here in these 2 years that he's been here with the Vikings. But yeah, like not just the draft picks, but the guys, these veterans they're bringing in. It doesn't really bode well to what they think about Levi Drake Rodriguez. But I mean, his stats tell a different picture. But they wouldn't do it if they weren't concerned about not just the depth and maybe the guys they had taking snaps last year.
And we also have to be realistic with Caleb Banks. Is he going to be ready to go week 1? That could definitely help his case. Levi Drake Rodriguez, definitely a fan favorite, but he's got some competition. I believe last year we kept 6 defensive linemen, so that will help his case as well. So we'll see. It'd be nice to have Rodriguez has been in the league, what, 3? This is his 3rd year?
I think it's to be his 3rd year, yeah.
3rd year. So it'll be nice to have a face that's been around with these young bucks.
It will be nice. And let's end with a young buck. Our starting quarterback last year, J.J. McCarthy, his job is definitely in jeopardy. And some are even saying he may not be quarterback 2.
We've heard all the arguments. If he doesn't win the job and something were to happen, maybe Carson Wentz is actually the guy that goes in. We will see. It's going to be back and forth, up and down, left, right, A-B select until the week 1 of the season.
Yeah, it's all we're going to hear about every single day. Training camp practice. It's all about the focus of the quarterback battle. Who's taking the snaps? Who's with the 1s? Who's with the 2s? Hell, who's one with the 3s? We see those exhibition games. You know, when's McCarthy coming out there? Is he going out there first? Is he going out there second? Is he going out there in the 4th quarter? It's going to tell a lot. And Vikings can say what they want to right now. I know he's got the support of a lot of teammates. They really, truly do seem to like the kid. But it's all about what you do on the field, and all the beat writers are saying Kyler Murray's just light years ahead of this guy.
Yeah, but also JJ supposedly showed a lot of improvement on things he needed to improve on. I think it's fair to say if there's one quarterback that is moved, it's definitely going to be Niner.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to trade for Carson Wentz.
Kyler Murray would be a hell of a trade, a great contract.
I mean, you never know. All right, those are our 5 Vikings in jeopardy. Don't forget to use that promo code Onebar and Lupagus for Kalshi. And remember this, Bo Jackson. How many career home runs do you think he had?
Not as many, a lot less than you'd think. I'm going to say 113.
Oh, you're close. 141.
That was close.